Good morning or afternoon, whatever the case is where you are today. Let's see if I can move this back. You know what time it is? It's time to take a deep breath and let it go. Maybe do a little jiggle wiggle. Let go of some stress. That's what I'm here to do. Do a little checking in with my body as usual. And invite you to join me as usual, if you feel like it, to whatever degree feels good in your body. Just gonna do a little swaying, a little moving around. Go arms swinging, just loosening up the spine a little bit. Take a couple deep breaths. I'm going to take another breath or two and just bring my attention into the bottoms of my feet. Imagine myself rooting into the center of the earth, hanging from the center of the universe, checking in with the alignment. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over ankles. Shake it out a little bit more. I'm going to roll down nice and slow. Just checking in with the spine today. All the way past the waist from the hips. Just hanging here, letting the spine unwind with gravity. I'm going to pull over to the left a little bit, using the arms on the leg. And then back to center, both arms on both legs. And then over to the right, both arms on the right. Just gently twisting and then back to center, relaxing through the belly, through the low back. Again, pulling with both arms on both legs. And then just letting the arms hang. I'm going to roll back up, pushing through the feet, stacking one vertebra on the next. Just checking in with the spine. Shake that out. Let's do some shoulder rolls, breathing in on the way up and exhaling on the way down. Shaking that out. Let's go the other way. One more. Shake that out. Do some more rigorous shaking of it out. Let's do a swan dive down from the hips. This time with a relatively flat back. Making sure not to lock those knees. And all the way down to hang again from the hips. Just relaxing the belly, relaxing the back. Maybe stepping those feet out just a little bit wider than hip width. And hanging here from the hips. I'm going to walk these feet back in just a little bit, back under the hips. And bending the knees, unlocking the knees rather a little bit. I'm going to come up and give myself a hug, pulling back in the abdomen, up in the pelvic floor. Left elbow over right, giving myself a nice hug, rounding the spine. Giving those shoulders a squeeze, pulling the shoulder blades apart. And then releasing all that again from the hips. Nice sigh, seems in order. This time right elbow over left. Again, giving myself a nice hug. Squeezing the shoulders around in the spine, tucking in the tailbone. Pulling up in the pelvic floor, back in the abdomen. Tucking the chin. And then releasing all that again from the hips. I'm going to bend the knees, swing the arms back, coming into a counter stretch, lifting the chest, lifting the eyes. Swing the hands a little bit, swing the hips a little bit. Just let all of that go. I'm going to come into a straddle position and do some hip dips, getting a nice stretch on the inner thighs here. Dipping on the left and on the right and on the left and right again. And I'm going to step back, bringing the feet back under those hip bones and keeping these hips relatively parallel to the floor, sliding to the left, sliding to the right, and to the left, and to the right. For me, that brings a stretch up into the torso, over to the left, and over to the right. And now stretch into the hip in the middle there, bringing weight off the right, pushing into the left, and off the left, pushing into the right, pushing into the left. Now just explore that stretch a little bit, and into the right. Do be mindful and listen to your own body if you're doing this stretch along with me. It's hip socket. You don't wanna pop that out of the socket, but having a good range of motion is good. I get a little hitch in the giddy up of that, so I try to keep it limber in there so that I can walk well, snowboard well, all of those things. Let's do a little stepping back with the left foot, squaring those hips, tucking the tailbone under, aiming for about a 90-degree angle with that front leg, pushing into that back heel. Bring the arms up overhead, making sure not to crunch up in those shoulders. And then pushing onto the diagonal, looking for a nice long line out that heel, through the spine, out the fingertips. And then sliding that back foot out a little more. I'm going to bring this left foot, or this left hand, on the inside of the right foot. Nice twisting triangle, gazing up past those right fingertips. Let's bring those around to reach for that hip. Giving a nice twist, a nice hug to all those organs. And then bringing this hand around on the outside of that front leg, straightening that leg, draping the body over that front leg, aiming chin for toes. And then bringing that foot back to meet the back foot, pressing through the palms, through the spine, tipping the tailbone toward the back of the head, pressing into those heels. I'm going to bend the right knee and press into the left. Bend the left, press into the right. And again, pressing into the left, pressing into the right, pressing into both heels. And then stepping forward with that left leg to a nice deep lunge. Set that back knee down and just stretch into that a little bit more. Feels good. I think I'm pushing the boundaries of these jeans, however. I'm going to step forward, back into forward fold, move this rug out of the way. Relaxing the belly, relaxing the back. And let's roll up again. Pushing through the feet, checking in with the spine. Shaking out the shoulders. I'm going to step back with the right foot. Again, squaring those hips, tucking the tailbone under. Looking for about a 90-degree angle with that front foot. It's a good time to remind you, you don't need any special outfit, any special moves, any special hand-built dome to do a little body check-in, a little stretching and strengthening. Start with little steps, whatever feels good in your body. And then you can add to that. It's about consistency, showing up. I'm going to bring arms up, pull those shoulders down, and then push onto the diagonal. Feeling for a nice energetic line out the heel, through the spine, out the fingertips. Trying to remember to breathe and smile. Slide that back foot out a little more, bringing this right hand down on the inside of the left leg and gazing up past those left fingertips. A nice twisting side triangle. Bring this arm around to reach for that hip, gazing out past that long leg. Enjoying the nice hug to all those organs again. And unwinding that, I'm going to bring this hand down on the outside of this left leg and straightening that front leg, draping the body over the front leg, aiming my chin for my toes, relaxing the belly, and then bringing weight onto both hands, bringing that front foot back to meet the back foot, pressing through the palms, through the spine, tipping the tailbone toward the back of the head, pressing into the heels, pressing the heart toward the earth. I'm going to swing the body forward, inching those feet back a little more, keeping the hands under the shoulders, lifting the chest and the eyes, keeping those legs. And then lifting those hips again through the palms, into forward toward the hands, coming back into a forward fold, letting the hands go and just hanging from the hips. I'm going to bend the knees, swing the arms back, coming into a counter stretch, pushing those hips forward, lifting the eyes and the chest. And then back to neutral. Whoa, shake that out a little bit. Bring weight onto the right foot. Bring this left knee up toward left shoulder. Tucking the tailbone under. Relaxing those shoulders. Let's give a little ankle rotation. Just checking in with those little bones. Let's do some medium circles from the knee and the other way. And then how about big circles from the hip? And the other way. Try not to counter lean or fall over. It's tricky sometimes. I'm going to bring this knee back up toward the shoulder, tucking that tailbone back under, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing that supporting foot. muscles from the hip. And the other way. Bring this knee back up towards shoulder. Relaxing the shoulders. Looking for some nice moments of balance. Relaxing that supporting foot. Send that down. Shake it all out. I hope you're remembering to let go of stress. Let go of the past like it was yesterday. Let go of your last breath and make room for the next breath. Give yourself a little love. Give yourself a little playfulness. Maybe move around in new ways. I hope you have an excellent day. Peace.